Well, you right? Yeah. So I was watching this fucking thing on telly the other day, right? And it was called, it was on the BBC, and it was like, are we still evolving? So it was about evolution of people, and I thought it was going to be all like, are we going to turn into like X-Men and have like fucking superpowers, or is like what is going to happen when we start riding robots and turn into like fucking half robot people and all the fucking wars and all that, and all like that cool stuff that's going to be going on. But it turns out it was like really fucking boring. It was this one going around talking to people and fucking nodding at them all over the shop. Like, it starts off not too bad, like not too much. Like, she's talking about some lad with worms, and she like does a couple of little bits of nodding. Then she goes off and she's talking to this scientist one. Your one is just like nodding at her, and it goes like, shows her nodding from the front, nodding from the back. One starts drawing, you want looking at her, fucking nodding. Next thing, she goes off, she sits in this office, she looks at a lad, he starts talking, he's looking at a fucking map on a computer screen, and looks like it could be like they're planning a war or some shit. I can't even remember, they're talking about milk or some shit. And she's just there and fucking head going, fucking nodding. Then she goes off to talking to this like old fella in a graveyard, and she doesn't nod for a while, but then she does nod. And then she's talking to another lad looking at another computer, and he's looking at some freaky sick bird. All she does is nod. Sometimes she nods only like a little bit, and then sometimes she nods stronger, but it's generally nodding. And then she gets dressed up in a big biosuit, and you're thinking, great, fucking X-Men shit now. No, she just nods. Fucking nodding. Then she's talking to this lad who looks like an old man version of Walter White. He's fairly noddy as well, but not so much that it stops her from nodding. And sometimes you can barely see the nods because of the camera angle they use, but you can just see sort of the side of her head nodding briefly. And then she goes off to this like baby lab. Gene Hackman's in it. He's this weird scientist who has to put a computer game to make new sort of babies. And she gets dressed up in another stupid suit, nods a few more fucking times, and that's about it. I mean, sometimes it does change around. Sometimes she nods and she talks at the same time instead of listening and nodding. And then there's the odd time like where the people that she's talking to nods, but mostly it's them talking and she's nodding. So that's what we've got to look forward to according to the BBC. And are we still evolving? 2 balls down, fucking useless. There's chickens that nod as well at one stage.